league. I apologize. I'm feeling pretty ill tonight, but didn't want to miss a day. So I saw this list go 5-0 twice in a row, is the reason I chose it. I've honestly not really looked at Grixis lists whatsoever. And just looking at the 75, the hostage taker in the sideboard, only 1 star in the sideboard, both kind of confuse me. I think the Chupacabra in the main deck's a little weird, but other than that, I believe I like all the cards. Feels like we don't really have any card advantage. We have 1 Chemister's Insight and 2 Disinformation campaigns, which are sweet, but I'm not sure if that's enough to carry us through grindy games. We'll find out. We will find out. If the queues pop. I forgot the first queue the other day took like 7 minutes. I should have loaded up Arena. Oh well, it popped quite quickly. Hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah. I did think the colorless land's kind of odd in this deck too. This is pretty clearly a keep. Hey George, what's up, my man? Technically, I'm rather late, not a little early. Just gonna take the 2 damage here, so hopefully next turn we can like fungal, maybe an Odonto and get a block. Use Soundman? I don't feel the greatest, but should be fine. I am definitely tired. Wonder if I should have a Moment of Craving this turn, that way I could have fought Erasured and fungled next turn. So it'll kind of suck if they have the big dog, but now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Feel like I need to kill that now, so I guess I will, but it means I'm less likely to get the blowout. I have to target this thing too because they can sack whichever one of those. But I don't really want to let them flip this. Well, that's a dagger. I guess I have to play the Golden Demise now. And then next turn double moment this. Get that sneaky little point of damage in. What have you been into today, George? That sneaky little point of damage. Oh, what a nice draw, friend. What a nice draw. Friendo. That was a good draw. I guess I'm killing this one now. I don't think I've done my dailies in a day or two now. I will defeat you as well, my friend. I guess I want to do this. That's cool for Tandy. I haven't been watching as much as I probably should because, quite honestly, I don't like limited, so. We have 6 drops in the deck, so I guess I'm going to play this one. Though it's probably a mistake, and I should probably play the Syncopate. Yeah, I really should have played the Field of Ruin. This was terrible. Because like now if they draw an Adonto or something, it's going to be very hard for me to win. Stop on their turn, then we'll use this field. Well, I probably have 1 to 2 more turns max. That is ridiculous. Alright, well, we're just dead. As they proceeded to draw 3 histories out of like their last 4 draw steps. I think I drew 1 Syncopate in those same draw steps. Maybe 1 Moment and 1 Syncopate. I'm not sure. Well, that was depressing. I don't want these Sinister Sabotages, so I don't really know what to bring in then. I don't want these Syncopates either. Maybe the Syncopates are okay on the play. For the most part, I don't think I want them. Maybe a Duress? We're on the play. I'm just going to leave this in. Don't much want these either. Seem like a lot of mana for not much help. Alright, whatever. We're going to keep the counter spells, I guess. This hand's fine. Hopefully we'll draw an untapped red source. Oh, I messed up here. I 100% should have played the swamp. That way, in case I drew a Dragon Skull Summit, I could have lava coiled. That was just a very poor play. Hopefully we don't get punished too badly. No punishment at all, so I guess it's fine. But it was a really bad play. Guess I'm probably syncopating anything they would play here. Alright, well if they're not going to cast spells, I'm not going to cast spells. Did I bring in a Hostage Taker? Sweet, I did. Because they have to have spells. They have 7 cards. Whatever. I'm just going to cast one of these then. Come on, field a Doom Whisper noise. These end the game rather quickly. Yes, you have played a spell. You have played a spell. I assume you're going to cast a Hierarch after all of this? You did not cast a Hierarch after all of this. Put you on the bottom, put you on top. To battle. Get him. Come on, field a Doom Whisper noise. That's an Ajani. You shall resolve Ajani. You shall resolve Hunted Witness. Oh no, they're getting slow. Will not pay to 2 this time. I guess I need to kill the Johnny. Though I really don't want to kill the Johnny. Uh-oh. Red mana. Ah! Sorry. I'm afraid of Banefires and stuff, which is why I'm not surveilling right now. You, in theory, should be enough. Assuming they don't Banefire you. Well, that's probably not going to do it. Verdun. Alright, on the draw. These have to get considerably worse on the draw, so I really have to rethink about these. What gets better? I don't think I like the Thief of Sanities when I have the 5 sweepers in the main. Though the Thief of Sanities can trade, and like if they hit, I generally always get a blocker. Maybe negates. We've saw Ajani's, we've saw heroic reinforcements, we've saw histories. We can assume conclaves. We've saw experimental frenzy. Just feel like they can rot in our hands so often. Really just feel like they can rot in our hand like pretty often. But we'll try them. Syncopate certainly didn't do much last game, so like maybe I just shouldn't have the Syncopate. Oh god, this hand is horrendous. No, I don't think I can keep a hand that can't kill a creature until turn 3. Alright, we don't have a black mana, but we do have a scry, so... I have a scry and a turn, so I guess I'm going to do a little gambling here. I think there's enough black sources to make it mathematically correct. Didn't get there. It happens. I think that's one of the only ways to lose versus White Weenie. Probably dead now, even if we do hit the black. Maybe they won't know how this card works and try to save it. They did. It's even more unfortunate. Well, we have no out, really. So we can shrink this and block this. Gets us another turn. So if we shrink this, block this, we're taking 5. So we're just dead. We have no out. Oh well. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, this is certainly the best Relentless Rat they've ever printed. Maybe I should have mulliganed again and went on down to 5 cards. I don't know. It felt pretty good with the Scry. I think I'm supposed to keep. Honestly, if we're struggling with White Weenie, that's a bad sign because this deck's not beating White Weenie. Ugh. Because I already don't think I'm beating Green-Black. I think Green-Black will just maul this. Could have kept opening 7 if this Beacon Boat was like a Lava Coil or something, which I'm kind of hesitant that the Beacon Boat's even in the deck, so... Ted Panic, he used to play tokens all the time. He's definitely a pretty big grinder. I guess we have to keep it. It's pretty miserable. What are you into tonight, JJ? He mulliganed to 6. His hand will be a lot better on the play. Here we have the full steam vents in. Well, this feels like it'd be an okay match. Honestly, I don't go to the movies that often. It's hard for me to say. I guess I'm just gonna slam this and pray. But, like, it's pretty obvious they'll have an answer. I've been watching a lot of Letterkenny on Hulu. It's entertained me a fair amount. Yeah, I saw them. Don't understand them, really. Like, why isn't, Dovin part of that? Seems really peculiar to me that they printed them all and didn't print Dovin. They have Surge Mare in their main deck? I don't know if that's ever worth it. Feels to me like it's not. Feels to me like you just spent one of your best tools to do very little. The new Planeswalkers is they made like the alternate art ones again or whatever, like Mythic Edition 2. Well, I guess I have to do this. They have another Wizard's Retort, they just have another Wizard's Retort. And they do. Feels pretty above average on the luck department. But it's okay. It's alright. We're gonna cast a Choopy Choops tonight. Yeah, I kind of want that Food Chain Judge promo. I wonder how expensive it's going to be. Like, I think I'm into it. Can I just flip this and buy back a Surge Mare? Or is that too bad? It'll buy back something. I guess I'm gonna just get this one. Nah, I guess I'm gonna get this one. I don't want to draw cards. My life total's 8. If my life total was higher, I would definitely draw cards, but I'm definitely going to get back a blocker when my life total's this low. What do you do? There's the battlefield. If you attacked with a creature, +1/+1. Okay. Well, we're going to draw 2 now. Ooh. Let's start with you. Did I counterspell you? That's kind of interesting. Get another card. And play this one. We have multiple options of things to do now. So what do you do? -3, we can kill this. We wouldn't be able to protect you anymore though, would we? I think it's better just to draw 2. What's the -12 do? Alright. So we can pretty easily kill... Very likely can easily kill this because I assume he'll use a dive down and not the Siren. He's going to use the Siren, that's fine. It still trades even with the Nico, which is all that really matters. Figured he'd use a dive down or something. They're both hitting me? Well, it's pretty easy to target that one. Alright, well, pay 2 on this. Still can pay for a Spell Pierce. Next turn we can just hard cast this again. Kind of shocked that we're playing a next turn, to be honest. I really thought they would scoop. They have to be pretty darn close to scooping. Like, continuing to play here just seems awkward. Maybe they're wanting to see more of my deck. What a neat turn. Neat turns are the funnest turns. Oh, my turn's a lot less neat than I thought it was. I forgot that I had 10 permanents in play. Awkward. Awkward. Well, that was awkward. Alright, well, I could have killed myself. I could have killed myself. Now all he has to do is draw a Trickster and Exclusionary Mage one and I'm dead. For no reason. I could have not attacked, I guess. Yeah, I just wasn't supposed to attack once I made that play. I was supposed to draw two and then reevaluate my turn. I butchered that turn, like, horribly. Yeah, I just played that turn very, 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 very bad. I think all of you are reasonable. I don't think I want Sabotages. They cost too much mana. I think Syncopates aren't great either. I would play Spell Pierce. I think Duresses are reasonable. So, like, I would play Spell Pierce and I'd play Duress. But I don't have access to either of them. Are you too much mana? Eh, not too much mana. Fine. Maybe the Thief of Sanities aren't great. I was thinking they block, but... Hand's reasonably good. They've mulliganed. So a lot harder for them to protect the queen when they have less cards. So that's neat. Get out of here. Unfortunate. Do you have a spell pierce? You do. Do you also have a dive down and a curious obsession in your last 3 cards? You have at least one of them. You don't have to have a curious obsession. You could have a wizard's retort as well. Alright. I'll stop on my opponent's turn. And we'll try to resolve a contempt. At some time I am JJ. I just don't exactly know at what point. Because I do think I'm going to go to the local Magic tomorrow. But I'm not sure. Alright, well we could be dead. Need to draw a spell. That is not a spell. If they're discarding a Trickster, this game is practically over. Hey Tandy, thank you very much for the host friend. Heard you got Diamond today, congratulations. Alright, can we draw... Ooh, that's technically a spell. I don't think it'll resolve, but it's a spell. They had double Trickster again. It's 2 games in a row they've had double Trickster in their top like 13-ish cards or whatever. I'm glad you got it though. On the Mythic you go. Alright, so we need a Ritual Suit and them not to have a counterspell, basically. That's not that. I think we only drew 1 spell from our opening hand this game. So far we're 1-1 this match and we lost round 1. Ugh. I'm not changing anything from the play to the draw. I'm just resubmitting here. I don't know. I guess Syncopate's a little bit better maybe than Negate on the play. Because I can get their 2-drop creatures if I happen to have it in my opening hand. I don't think I can keep this hand. Alright, may not cast a spell this game, but I think this hand's worth keeping. Have enough removal that it feels like it's worth it. Well, they didn't have to turn 2 queens, so I guess we have that going for us. Let's cast limited cards versus them and see if they do anything. Ooh, they got us another removal spell. That's kind of cool. Extra removal spells are fun. We'll just try to Vraska's Contempt on their turn. That way I can play double spell on my next turn. Sure. I really want to play this. And maybe I do. It's another dive down, so that kind of screws the whole turn. I had no idea that they did, George. That is news to me. I'm just gonna play this one now. Yes, it's starting to feel that way. Because they're missing land drops, and they're not playing more creatures, so... I guess this one's the better one to kill if I get a chance, if I actually get to kill one. Because the bolus theoretically can block this one. I'm dead. Unless I top deck well. Because this doesn't let me block. So I have to throw bolus away now. Alright, ritual suit. Nope. Oh well. Hey Beastie. Alright, well. A quick 0-2 to start the league, and now we have to 3-0 to get our money back. I feel like both of those matches should have been very favored too. Marginal tilt. I don't know what I did wrong. We've drawn 0 rituals in 6 games that rituals basically in the deck for these matches. Basically the only 2 matches in the format that I'd put ritual in my deck for. It's okay versus green-black, but if like there wasn't a Boros deck / White Weenie deck, and there wasn't a Mono Blue Flyers deck, Ritual and Golden Demise wouldn't be in the deck, so like we have 5 additional cards for those matches. Venom was on Mono Blue yesterday. Be interesting to see if he's on it again. Because we got paired versus him and smashed him with Grixis Dragons. If he is on it, this hand's insane versus it. I think it's the first time I've lost a Mono Blue that they didn't have a Curious Obsession. Ever. But I could be wrong. Obviously, I don't keep up with things because I'm lazy. So we were on Grixis Dragons when we played yesterday. He may think we're on Grixis Dragons again and sideboard accordingly. Which could be good for us. Go ahead and kill it before he can put a Curious Obsession with protection up. Don't really care if he counterspells this. We have better creatures already in our hand to cast on later turns. And if it resolves, it's just good. But it also means that if we play it, he can't try to cast a Trickster or anything. I'd be less happy if this didn't resolve, but... Oh, well, I'm just going to play this now. It's better to kill his creature than to hope my creature resolves. Okay, they're done. Alright, well, anyway, I definitely want Duress, I definitely want Lava Coil versus them, and I think I want the Hostage Taker. Definitely do not want Sinister Sabotage on the draw, and I'm not so sure about Syncopates. This is how I went last time, but I don't think I want this card either. I think I'd rather just have this. Alright, we'll try this. It's actually arguable that the disinformation campaigns are worse than the Syncopates. I might try that in Game 3. There's something in my eye today. It is not fun. My cell phone's across the room. Oh wow, I've not taken my drugs today. Let's do that while we're here. My vitamin C. Oh yeah. That was probably way louder than I thought it would have been. Getting out one little vitamin. We have a removal spell. There's plenty of black sources, so... This is the same type of hand that I kept in Game 2 of last round, and we never got there, so... Probably won't get there again, but I think there's enough black sources to warrant this type of keep. Excuse me. Oh, no, we just drew another double black spell. No. This looks bad so far. See if we can get a counterspell out of his hand and maybe like draw a swamp. I'd prefer him to counterspell than dive down. Nah, he had to dive down. Well, we have two of these, so... Spell Piercerino. And a creature, alright. Well, they have to top deck a counterspell then. Or we're setting pretty. They put it on bottom. Oh, I have to cast it. I don't have a chance option since I'm dead on board. Got to play 1 drop, 2 drop, 5 drop, 7 drop today in a draft. That's I guess I should cast this. Nah, there's no reason to cast that. I don't really care if he counterspells this, so... And if he had a Trickster, he'd be able to play Trickster anyway, so... I don't like that, unless they have a... That play doesn't make sense to me. It's for 1 card. Sure. So... Definitely going to put that on the... Okay, they're done. We were going to leave the 2 removal spells on top. Alright, we're on the boards with a win. Yay! Throw your hands in the air. Can we win the next 2? This deck does not feel as good as just playing Grixis Dragons. I said it. This deck just doesn't feel as good. Take care, Tandy. Keep. You talking about a paper draft or a real life draft? Let's see if we hit some lands. This hand seems very good. That's snubby. That's also a snubby. Guess I want to kill this one. Well, it's not very good if we don't draw more lands. Let's put it at that. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I should have killed this. I punted very badly. Fun times. Guess I'm going to pay the two. Being able to Sinister Sabotage another history, a reinforcements, or like a Loxodon feels super vital right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I have to even counterspell that too. More than anything, I need to scry. Alright, we'll keep that. Well, it's not unsurprising that you have that. That's probably game unless we draw exactly Ritual Suit, which there's 3 in the deck for basically this match, as I was saying. I think they have another elephant because there's no reason not to attack with these two. If they have another elephant, I don't think I can win. Tilt. Why is their draw so good? Alright. Let's see if they let us get the cheeky point of damage in. They did not. We lost to a guy earlier who did. They get to keep one of these alive now, which is pretty brutal for me. We do have double Moment of Craving, though. So, with the double Moment of Craving, maybe we get there to hit the 4th Stubhorn? That's pretty nice. I really need to kill this, maybe. So what's the best play here? Just double momenting the Loxodon? Feels like it's the best play. Untap land and or another ritual, please. That is neither of those things. So we are dead now. Have no outs. We do not have another fungal infection in our deck, so we can't draw it. Losing to White Weenie decks is getting tilting, especially because we're losing mostly due to land issues. Yet we're playing a 26 land deck. I think negates might not be good versus this build. He didn't show us a red card. I'll leave those in on the draw, I guess. I've got paired versus mono blue 3 times in my past 2 leagues. It's kind of wild. Alright, this hand's insane. I like it on the play. I don't love it on the draw. On the play, like you can pull a history or something out of their hand before it starts doing its thing. I even sometimes sideboard in duress on the play. If he'd showed me red cards, I would have sideboarded into duresses. Wow. Guess I have to take this one. Don't actually have an answer for the Johnny, though. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Johnny. Don't think I want another one of those right now. That was a heck of a draw. Why did they not play history? Are they playing around some kind of counterspell? When is my counterspell not going to be up? I find that real odd. Whatever. So we know 2 of the cards in their hand. They top deck that. Probably this. I don't think I'm attacking. No, they don't actually play very many of those anymore. It's kind of surprising, but that card's not played heavily anymore. Think I'm just going to kill this and be willing to trade these 2. If they don't try to flip the Legion's Landing, that gives me a lot more options. guess I want this, because I can use it next turn. This is only bad. They have a 1-turn window to draw Convoke. Other than that, this is pretty sick. I'm trying to hold the ritual or the suit for later in the game. Like if they draw reinforcements or something. That sucked. Maybe I should have put more value on the Nicobolus itself. I didn't really value Bolus too much though. Oh, he's already got indestructible. I can't attack. They drew another elephant. Top of their deck has certainly been hotter than the top of our deck. Oh, well, I don't care a whole lot about that. Red Rover, send us on over a non-land spell. That qualifies. This will probably find us a sweeper. We can pay a few life with it. So all we have to basically do is avoid heroic reinforcements for a turn. Reinforcements wouldn't kill us, it would just suck. We'd still have at least one draw step. I guess they have a pride? Maybe a Banefire? I'll keep both of these. I don't think I'll lose this game to anything other than really Banefire. Or like an insane, maybe an insane experimental frenzy. But maybe I do. Like, I would die to heroic reinforcements this turn. I guess I'm just behind this game by a lot. It is, in fact, a new day in Kentucky, yes. Guess I should do this first. It is 12:36 a.m. here. Alright, well, they have enough attackers that we can't spend any more life. Alright, we're probably going to lose this game now. We're like really far behind. Next turn, I'm going to have to pay whatever life I can with the Doom Whisperer, I think. Assuming I get another turn. There's a lot of things that don't even give me another turn, like heroic reinforcements. I don't love this attack. It shuts off my scry. I guess it's fine. It shuts off my scry and potentially kills me. All at the same time. Yep, we're dead. Alright. Well, that didn't go very well. We lost twice to Boros, which I felt like was a very favored match. And we lost once to Mono Blue, which I feel is like a very favored match. I think we just don't have enough early stuff. Unlike the Grixis Dragon deck that has like more fungal infections, like I thought these 5 sweepers would be enough, but they're just not. We have 5 main deck sweepers and we still lost to an aggro deck 3 times. Anyway, I'm going to make the screen go black for a second, and I'm going to pop up Arena to play a couple more matches. So I have to scoot that. MTG Arena. Pause that. And then the monitor should be coming back on about now. We'll probably play, I don't know, a little while on Arena. I don't want either of these dailies. Alright, we'll probably do this one. We'll probably cast 30 white spells and then call it a night. The hands a keep. There's a good chance that we're going to cast a minimum of 4 of those 30 white spells this game. The 4th of our 19 lands. Well, game's very likely over unless we find a conclave. The 5th of our 19 lands. Where were these lands at when we were playing those other decks? No! I don't fucking hate that space is auto attack. It's such a tilt. Hey Tacos, what's up, man? A triple block if he attacks? Okay, I guess if it's letting us flip that, yay. Do I give a turd about that? I guess that's fine. Pride has to be better than that if they don't have an explore creature. What's ATLAS? How are we still drawing lands? Oh, it's a pirate game like Ark. Okay, sure. Riddle me this, Batman. How are we still drawing lands? Well, at least we get to kill things. I feel like I have to attack and pride this turn because there's too high of a chance them going into 6 mana they're going to finality for the next turn. We have 6 lands, so this is City's Blessing. Okay, don't care a whole lot about that. I guess we have to send some things at this now, though. Means it take the ultimate? We messed that up the other night. 9, so I have to send 3 at it? I don't even want to send 3 at it. 3 at it's so many. Well, if I'm sending 3, I might as well send them all. And drawing 8 lands out of 13 cards kind of sucks. Nope. The deck's too hard for me. We need to draw another Pride. Like, pretty badly, I think. I think I'm just going to attack his face. I don't care a lot about some of our stuff dying. Would kind of like this not to be Contempt, but it's whatever. I don't think I played any Modern in a while. I think the last Modern deck I played was Burning Zoo. Cool, they took a point of damage for some reason. Ooh. It's a little bit worse versus a finality, but I think it's still just fine. It's not a lot worse versus it. And if they don't have one, it's incredibly better. If they did have one, we were in rough shape either way. That was a good draw. For a game that's gone on 8 turns, we've not cast very many white spells. I was pretty excited about Grixis earlier. I'm kind of sad that it went so poorly. Yeah, well, if we draw a Pride, we smash. I'm attacking with everything this turn regardless. Again, smashing of everything regardless. Come on, homie. I've hit auto pass. Why are you bothering me? Pride just wins here. Yeah, Blood Crypt should help the deck quite a bit. You can attack. Why are we sitting here? We get them quicker than that online. Get them next Wednesday online for the streamers, and I think next Thursday is when the pre-release events start on Arena. I believe. So if this block, he's taking 2 additional. He's also drawing 2 additional cards. It means they have to draw something or they're dead, though. Nope, that is something. This looks like perfect. Argument that I shouldn't have played that this turn, but if he misses and I draw a Pride, I want to be able to attack next turn with 3 creatures. Well, that's not missing. That's again. Alright, well, we're going to lose this game now. We don't really have an out anymore. This game is basically over now. We can't beat their card advantage. It's kind of a tilt. We were so close. I've saw a few of them, not too many. I've not saw anything that I think's going to go up, really. There's that one red card that might be a modern staple. I don't remember what it's called, but like potentially that. I've not looked at the price of the green enchantment. So potentially that if it's cheap enough, but like I said, I've not looked at the price and it'd have to be pretty cheap. Yeah, well this sounds good. We gotta cast 19 more white spells. Yeah, something similar to what Chris just said. A lot of people are hyped about it. I have to be honest, I've not even read the card. I've just saw a lot of people talking about it. I've legitimately not read the card though. I just know Emma Handy wrote an article about it, Saffron Olive was talking about it, and somebody else was talking about it. I don't even remember who the somebody else was. I try not to read spoilers until the entire set's out. That way I don't get too biased by the ones I read earlier or whatever. Oh, that's not the one I was talking about, I don't think. I was talking about one that was... They keep talking about it with Splinter Twin. That doesn't sound like something that you would say with Splinter Twin. Maybe that's what it is. No, I guess you're right. No, you're right. You're right. That's the one it is. I could have swore they were talking about Splinter Twin, though. I don't know why I'm casting this before I attack. I think I just like shortcuts too much. Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, I saw a lot of people talk about that card. What have you been into, Chris? Anything super exciting you've saw so far that you like? I know you enjoy the brew. A good brew. I don't feel like there's any reason to attack with these. I guess they don't get better. Might as well do 4 damage while I can. Because I think these cards are effectively pretty worthless this match. Trying to figure out how to make Captive Audience work. Is that the new Relentless Rat? It doesn't feel like a card you would play. No. Captive Audience has to be the big mythic, right? The new cat pack. That doesn't auto win the game anymore. Ah, yeah, it's the new enchantment. You don't even need Harmless Offering anymore. Yes, whatever. Opponent, you're going to 1. So we draw Pride, we win. Alright, I'll save our opponent time. I like shortcuts. You could just not block opponent. We have 4 creatures with 2 power. Feels like the limbo bars. 1 blue mana flyer. Yeah, I saw that card too. Like I try not to read spoilers, but I'm in a couple of groups, so I get some of them whether I want to read them or not. So a lot of the big ones I've read, most of the mythics I've read, it's just a lot of the commons and uncommons, like the cards that it takes to like really fill out a deck I've not read. But yeah, the Salamander suite. Like I really hope it's good because I like it. I think this hand's fine. Blue. Most blue decks are typically good matches unless they're Watery Grave decks. I guess I'm not attacking because if they play Double Island, they could have Trickster. And where I don't have another land right now, I want my creature for my Hierarchs. Yeah. Trickster. You do get to say Salamander. I think I'm just going to start saying Salamander every time I cast Delver or anything, just for the fun of it. So we don't really have a good hand for this match, but this match is typically fairly good. That's an interesting conundrum. I don't want to get Spell Pierced. Guess I'm just supposed to play this into this then, since they left 1 mana up, and try to overpower the board. And not worry about the Conclave. Yeah, I saw a mythic ooze that definitely is a card that could cause some waves. Kind of odd to me that he doesn't want to block. How many times do I have to click that? Thank you. A lot of people are pretty excited about that green mythic as well. Now, well, if they play a Tempest Gen, we have this. If they play nothing but counter spells, I think it's hard to beat the board. Oh, that's a misclick. I meant to play this one. I think I'm worried about them drawing cards when we're attacking for this type of damage. Wizard of Ooze. Resolve. Just want to F6. Let me F6. The land would be neat. Force them to have a counter spell. Oh, well, never mind. They don't want to play anymore. This Wild Weenie deck is certainly not the best deck in the format, but just the speed of matches it makes it pretty sweet to grind with. Like, we had no problem grinding through gold with it. I'll probably never play enough games to get Mythic, because I don't play much Arena. I mostly play Moto, but I don't really play off-stream any. But, like, it still feels like it's just cutting butter right now. This card's one of the most annoying cards on Arena because it constantly wants you to press buttons. Well, this is disappointing. We're versus a Watery Grave deck, and Watery Grave decks, as I just mentioned a while ago, are basically our worst matches. If he's taking a Danto, he may not have the golden demises and stuff. Maybe he just has rituals. JK. Maybe he has it all. No, don't take our other history. That's our friend. He did not take our other history. That's frightening. It definitely means they have a sweeper. Maybe they don't have the mana for the sweeper. They could have a negate, I guess. Could mean they have a negate. Let's find out. Oh, you got me. I have been gotten. We should let you stack those triggers. Because there's sometimes you don't want to play them in that manner. Dream Eater? Question mark? No, just a cast down. That's considerably less exciting. I think Discovery might be my favorite card from last set towards the end of the set. Like, my favorite card changed a lot throughout the set. For a while, I liked Arclight Phoenix. For a while, I liked Niv Mizzet. And when I'm not talking about what I think is the strongest card, I'm just saying, like, my favorite cards to play with. But in the end, I think it comes down to Discovery is just my favorite card to cast from the set. Well, what you got? Did we sneak by? We did not. QQ. That's actually a pretty neat one, though. Gives them one draw, then. I didn't want them getting a blocker back. I wanted to, quote-unquote, have lethal. That card doesn't do a lot. I mean, they get to draw a card with the Fault Erasure, but that really lowers the amount of outs they have. They can't hit a sweeper now. They basically have to hit a Moment of Craving or a Cast Down. I just saw them put unaltered or unmoored Ego into Graveyard, though, and that's kind of odd to me. Like, why are so many decks? I've saw a lot of these Grixis decks playing that, and I don't really get it. Alright, well, yay. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. We've streamed about an hour and a half, and I've got some work to do, and then I have to come back and do the Saturday stream, or Friday stream. So, we'll go ahead and hop off here. Sorry that the Grixis matches didn't go well. Kind of thought they would. A little disappointed that they didn't. But again, I don't think this deck's the best deck in the format, but as you can see, it feels just fairly easy to grind with. And I got this deck list from a guy who was ranked like number 9 in Mythic when I saw them streaming it. They said it's what they played all the way up. On a personal level, I think it needs the red cards and heroic reinforcements, but I don't think it needs to go up to Frenzy or anything. I think you basically just want red for only reinforcements, and then basically play the exact same list. But it's been, so I don't know that it's perfect. I also saw that I think Scott Lipp, maybe, is the new Mythic #1, and this was a day or two ago. I don't know if he still is. But he was also playing a similar White Weenie list, though he you know, a 19 Plains White Weenie list, I think. But he had some very different changes to it. So it's worth going and checking it out on Twitter if you care. But anyway, we're going to hop off here. Thank you guys so much for coming by.